Moo. Moo.
Moo.
Moo. Moo. Moo. Moo.
Moo. Moo. Moo.
Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, I'm Robbie. This is Kyle. Kyle, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well. I've been really amazed at the weather this week. This week is classic New England weather going on right now, where it's just, hey, we're gonna have a 60-degree weather, 60-degree day. Hey, by the way, did you know that the week before we were in the single digits? Oh, hey, we have rain now.
Oh, hey, did you know that we went from being 66 degrees, one day to being 32 the other day? The next,
let's half it, just because.
Yeah, we're just gonna cut it right in half, just But we are also in a very good mood this week because obviously this past Sunday was Super Bowl Sunday, and
yes.
Our beloved, amazing New England Patriots have done it once again. They are the 2019 Super Bowl champions for the sixth time in franchise history, and also in the GOAT Tom Brady's career. It was just amazing on Sunday.
Oh. Okay.
Seeing the Patriots take it home 13-3 over the Los Angeles Rams. And so we wanted to do, as we've done in past years, our official On a Couch Talking Sports Super Bowl recap. We did our Super Bowl preview, obviously, last episode.
Our pre-cap. He loves it.
No,
I love it.
I hate it. I hate you so much right now.
I love you too, Robbie.
You're a moron. But anyway, that just got awkward. But anyway, we wanted to recap the glory that was Super Bowl 53. And so, Kyle, just to start us out, sort of give us your just initial thoughts on the game, the day, the build-up, whatever, just sort of your initial thoughts of what was a very successful, very exciting, but very successful Super Bowl 53 for the Patriots.
Well, so I'm going to kind of piggyback a little bit what we talked about last week. I kind of expected personally, I think we all kind of expected a semi-close game.
Yeah.
A lot of touchdowns on both ends of things.
Yeah. Well, I think all three of us, myself, Kyle, and our pal Doug, really went heavy on the offense. So.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, folks. If you picked the over, don't blame us. We're just two guys and a guy on the phone that just pretend to talk sports on the couch.
Well, hey, we can't tell the future.
Oh, by the way, I just want to point out I'm wearing my Patriots socks, so nice. I am dressed for the occasion. I know I got my Wheaton shirt on, but I did somewhat come prepared.
Nice. But yeah, no. So I think, and the build-up was really amazing. Was really epic. Especially because the Rams were a pretty solid team these past few years, I think, and especially with people like Todd Gurley on the field. I had him on my fantasy. If you guys don't know, if you hadn't seen our fantasy recap,
literally mention that every single week.
Pretty much. Well, for those of you who are just starting watching our show,
welcome. Hi.
Yeah, hi.
How are you doing? Yeah, welcome.
I just snorted. Wow, nice. Very classy.
It's okay.
So yeah.
I figured I'd add to the fray.
You got it. So honestly, I think it was a pretty good build-up. It was, right. Especially because they hadn't faced the Rams since 2002. Is that what happened?
And the Super Bowl, yeah. It's funny because the first Patriots Super Bowl win was against the Rams, and now the sixth. Super Bowl win exactly. It was actually exactly 17 years to the day that they beat the Rams the first time. So pretty crazy stuff.
Pretty wild. So no, overall a pretty solid experience. Definitely a good build up and pretty exciting all throughout. Despite the fact that the first half of the game was just
a lot of defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing. It's just like both defenses, you gotta give them credit. They went out and played extremely well. I mean, the Patriots defense especially, just the Rams offense could just do nothing against them. I mean, they had a couple of close calls, but even those, the Pats, the defensive backs did a great job of being in coverage and batting down passes that could have led to big plays or touchdowns. And so, I mean, it was just it was a tremendous defensive effort by both teams, especially the Patriots. I just feel like, and we were talking about this a bit off air, is that I feel like you had to know that the Patriots offense was going to get that one drive, one drive where they go down, Brady, finally finds his groove and they go down and score, and sure enough that happened. He had a big catch by Gronk, to get them down close, and then of course Sonny Michel, the rookie, punching it in there for the lone touchdown of the game.
Which, as Doug predicted, I think that was his player that he predicted that was going to do really well.
Yeah, he predicted Sonny Michel. So
hats off
twofold. He predicted a 10-point Pats win and Sonny Michel. So kudos to you, my friend. Job well done.
Tip that.
Yeah, exactly. If we had hats on, we'd tip them. But yeah, I mean, it was an exciting game. I mean, obviously, I'm sure for the people who are fans of a big offensive games, it was kind of like, it was kind of disappointing. But at the same time, I mean, it was a close game down at the end, and the Pats won. So, I mean, what more can you ask for?
I mean, yeah, it definitely filled up that classic Super Bowl quota where the Pats, they don't really do a whole lot in the first half of the game. In the second half, that's when they really kind of drive it right through. So,
right.
Yeah, that seems to be a classic Patriots Super Bowl pattern there.
Exactly, and I think that I think that the Patriots just, it was just classic Bill Belichick. I mean, just he knew what to do defensively at every turn to, keep the Rams from scoring, and offensively the Pats knew, what plays to sort of break out to be able to ultimately finish the job. So, yeah, I thought it was awesome. And the one thing, again, that we were sort of talking about beforehand that I noticed is that, I mean, very big very pro-Patriots crowd in attendance. I mean, I would say it's funny because a couple of the Patriots players made a comment before the game that was like, almost like a home game for them. It was almost like a home game for them. It almost felt like a home game. I think it's true.
Yeah, definitely. Like, you're right. Even throughout the game, you could kind of tell. I don't know. There just wasn't a lot of noise on the Rams side of things. I feel like whenever.
A lot more noise whenever the Patriots would do something well. And, how nice was it? How fitting was it that Roger Goodell once again has to hand off the Super Bowl trophy to the Patriots amidst a chorus of boos.
Of course.
So,
Roger Goodell, here you go, Tom Brady. Oh, God. Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this again. Oh. That's,
screw you, Roger Goodell. You deserve everything you got.
Yeah.
You are the devil.
Sticking it to the man.
Exactly. No, that's exactly right. We're still here.
Yeah. There you go.
And and when you just sort of look at the game in general, obviously, Brady got hit a few times, sort of faced some pressure, but at the same time, I mean, he was still able to, get his throws off and be relatively comfortable. And the running game, had its moments. And Julian Edelman had a great game. Obviously, he was named Super Bowl MVP. Let me get your reaction to Edelman being named MVP. Do you think he deserved it, or do you think he should have gone to? It's funny because I tweeted out at one point during the game, I was like, literally, you could make the argument that you could give the MVP to the entire Pats defense for this game.
That's true.
I mean, they just played that well and like just
this might be the best I think they've ever played in any Super Bowl setting. I think.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I can't think of a Super Bowl that the Pats have been in, won or lost, where they've just had a more consistent, 16-minute defensive effort like they did on Sunday night. It was a thing of beauty. It really was. It
was, because like the past Super Bowls, I feel like were definitely more. They leaned more on the offense.
Yeah.
I feel like the defense actually in the past Super Bowls were the weaker aspects of the teams during those times.
No, you're right. I mean, obviously, and obviously, like there have been some good defensive plays. Like you look at the Seattle Super Bowl, Malcolm Butler with the game-ending interception. You look at the Atlanta comeback, the fumble that really led, really got the comeback going.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the defense has had its fair share. I mean, last year, I think, unfortunately, the defense was kind of the ones who lost in the game there at the end with some plays. But yeah, I mean, just when the offense was struggling, the defense just kept being there to sort of bail them out, and, gave them enough time to really get going and get that final touchdown.
There you go. Yeah. Sometimes I say the best offense is a good
defense. Yes. And sort of looking at some of the different other aspects of the Super Bowl, obviously, that everybody always talks about. First of all, I don't know. Did you see the national anthem?
With Gladys Knight.
I thought that was really good.
Oh, that was awesome. She stole the show.
Did a really good job. I love the fact that they did a flyover when the roof was closed on the stadium. That was a little awkward, but hey,
little poorly timed on their part, but oh
well. That's right. But no, I thought she did a really good job.
She's amazing. She's actually she might be one of my favorite singers. She actually, for those of you who don't know, well, she was really big in the 80s, I know, and she
was the Queen of Soul, right? Something like that.
She was. I don't know if she was the queen. She might have been. I gotta look that up. But she was definitely like.
It was something like that.
Yeah, she was. She actually had a James Bond theme song that she did. She actually sang the theme song to the movie License to Kill.
Oh wow!
The last Timothy Dalton movie, for those of you guys don't know. So her voice holds up so well. Like. Robbie loves.
I'm just gonna do this every time you do it. I'm just gonna hit myself with a pillow. Okay.
Well, then get ready, Robbie. Because there were some Avengers commercials we got to talk about a little later. But anyways, we won't get to that. But yeah, no, glad you're right. You're just gonna You're fair to me. That's fair. But no, Gladys Knight was definitely my hair is nice.
I whip my hair back and forth. What are we doing?
I don't even know.
Sorry, folks. Yeah, we're just. I know we literally are just like going off on this tangent here.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Continue.
No. I was just gonna say, last night killed it, nailed it.
Yeah, no, definitely. And then obviously there was the halftime show, which I know
halftime show.
If you don't mind, I'll go first.
Go ahead.
I know you have a few thoughts. I'll go first. Get mine out of the way. Yeah. I thought it was okay. If I had to give it a letter grade, I maybe would give it C+.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right.
I just felt like I'll give you my two positives first. I'll give you sort of two positives and two negatives.
Mm-hmm.
My two positives were actually had nothing to do with the main acts. They were the drum line, like the local Atlanta-based drum line that performed. Yeah. I thought that was really cool. I thought they did a really good job and sort of provide some local flavor to it. And then the cameo by SpongeBob, the marching band scene from SpongeBob when they're performing at the big game. Sweet Victory. Yeah. I thought that was really cool how they worked that in there. Now, my two negatives. First of all, Adam Levine should not be taking his shirt off in any capacity whatsoever, especially at halftime of the freaking Super Bowl. I mean...
Tell that to all the female fans of his, Robbie.
I don't care. I don't care if you're a female fan of Adam Levine. The dude has not got shirtless game going on. I mean, first of all, does he even have a body? I couldn't tell because there were so many freaking tattoos covering it that they're like, is there even any body under there? Or is it just ink now? Like, and second of all, it was just so awkward. It was just so awkward in the middle of the Super Bowl halftime show, and also, like, I just didn't think he was all that, he was okay. I mean, he really wasn't, like, anything special. And then Big Boy comes out in the most out-of-place the most out-of-place coat known to mankind. He's got this big fur coat on. Indoors, folks. Indoors. I mean, like, literally, I think there was more fur on that coat than there was Big Boy. I think literally, I can barely see him with that coat. Like, I'm serious. It was ridiculous. Who in their right mind told Big Boy when he went on stage that it was okay for him to go and wear that coat? It didn't make any sense. Somebody needs to be fired from his fashion team or stylist, whatever the hell. Whoever told that was a good idea needs to be put in an old-fashioned guillotine and just paraded around the downtown Atlanta and just have tomatoes thrown at them. Because that was like the stupidest thing ever. Like, listen, hey, if you want to wear fur like that, be my guest. But it was just out of place. It wasn't as much the fact that it was a fur coat. It was just out of place. You're indoors at the Super Bowl halftime show, and you look like you should be appearing in the movie 101 Dalmatians. It's ridiculous.
So you're basically comparing him to Cruella de Vil?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. All you need is the pipe and the the spots. You got it perfectly. It was unbelievable how bad and how out of place that coat was. Like, literally, like, I can't say enough about how just that coat. Big Boy, I want you to do something for me. In the words of Kevin Garnett, KG, member of the Celtics Big Three, when you go home, when you went home Sunday night, I want you to take that coat and I want you to burn it. I want you to burn it. The entire thing, down to the last feather. I want you to burn that freaking coat. And you should just be, I don't care if you don't have any clothes on under. You should be standing there, just butt-ass naked, and just watching that coat just burn and burn and burn. Like, that's how awful it was. It felt good to get that out. Anyway, yeah, those are my two. So those are my, two sort of ups and downs, and very down, for the halftime show. So now I know you got a lot to say.
So first of all, this is the guy. I just want to point this out right now. So this is the guy that calls me out last week about going overboard about those stupid Chevy commercials. Wow. Yeah, that gives me every right to talk about the Chevy commercials after that little rant there about the fur coat. So yeah, we're even now.
Okay, fine. Well, I don't care. It was that bad. It was that bad. Like, I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
Well, now you know how I feel about those stupid Chevy commercials. Real people, not actors. This stupid. Anyways, that'll be another episode where we can talk more about that. But so back to the Super Bowl halftime. Yeah, I pretty much agree with the code. I could care less about, honestly. But what I did like about Big Boy, though, I don't even think I remember the code. So I guess, yeah, it really wasn't that memorable. so I guess I don't have anything to say because I literally don't even remember what it looks like. So I have bad memory with that stuff. But I will say, though, I did like when he came. I did love his entrance with the car. It was completely out of place. You're 100% right. It was so out of place, but I just loved it.
Everything about his freaking performance was just out of place.
Oh,
the car, the coat, everything.
I did like that he played that Outkast song, the way he moved, that was really cool.
Yeah, that was good.
I love that song.
I admit that was
like that was probably my favorite song. I think they actually played during that whole halftime because like you said too, Adam Levine did nothing for me. I'm sorry, I don't think that stage could hold his ego. I'm gonna say that right now. That guy has the biggest ego. Like literally like every 5 seconds you just see him. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna like sing next to all these girls. While they're all cheering next to me, and I'm like, okay, dude, you're not shooting a music video. Just relax. And yeah, the whole tattoos. Yeah, I know that guy seriously had more tattoos than Jared Leto's Joker in Suicide Squad. Like seriously, like we get it. I know all the girls love you. I know you got like 100 billion fans that all have a crush on you.
Wait, hold on. Can I just say something? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this freaking coat right here. Like this is ridiculous. This is like how do you find something like that? I just don't get it. I don't get it. Don't get it.
Okay. So, anyways, yeah, and the songs he did, I was okay with a couple of them. I'm okay with like some of the early Maroon 5 songs. Okay,
the Moves Like Jagger wasn't bad. Like I'd say that was my favorite out of them. The Moves Like Jagger was probably the best one. It
wasn't too bad. I also like She Will Be Loved, but everything else, like it was just like him. Ooh, I'm Avril Lavigne. Oh, here's another article of clothing falling off. Oops, how did this happen? Oh no. Oh my god, that guy. I'm sorry, such a big ego. He's so overrated.
I will say one thing is that how cool would it have been like to be one of the people that actually like gets to stand on the field during that halftime show?
That would be super cool.
That would be. Yeah. I would relish the opportunity to like be able to do that. That'd be really cool.
Especially when Big Boy's car pulls up, I would just hop right in the car. Like, hey, Big Boy, all right, let's do it. Let's sing Outcast. I'll be your RJ3000. But no, there was, and then Travis Scott he was fine. I don't know him very well. I'm sure.
I don't even remember him.
Yeah, I know. I guess like his album was like really popular. I guess everyone loved his album. I think I may have heard that song on the radio a few times. I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people loved him. I'm sure he was great to all his, to all the. I'm sure all the big fans like were praising that whole part of the performance. I thought he was cool. He was fine.
Yeah.
I definitely preferred him and Big Boy way over friggin' Adam Levine. I'm sorry, Adam Levine. Just get off stage. Your ego is like you need a place to contain that ego. But yeah, it was okay. Like I'd rate this. Yeah, I'd rate the halftime show maybe like a C minus. It was okay. Big Boy and Travis Scott saved it, but Avril. I was gonna call Avril Lavigne.
Hey, I almost called it Adam Lambert, so you go right ahead. Avril Lavigne.
Why do you have to be so complicated?
She was a scared boy.
I know. Right, we throw all our Avril Lavigne
references
out
seriously. I think Avril Lavigne would have been a better halftime performance than Adam.
Yeah, I agree. At least
Adam Levine was.
I 100% agree. I would have way picked her over freaking Adam Levine.
Yeah.
Like leave the rest of them there, Big Boy. Leave Travis Scott, and just find someone else instead of freaking Adam Levine. Just go find someone else.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Please, NFL. Shame on you, NFL.
Yeah. So.
And now that brings us to
hopefully next year they'll do better.
Yeah. Do better, NFL. Do your job.
Do your job. There you go.
And then to sort of like the third part of the Super Bowl that everybody always watches for, and that is the commercials.
Yeah.
I thought the commercials were pretty good. I mean,
yeah, they're all right.
I think like there were a couple that stand out most for me. The funny thing is the two that stand out most for me. One was the one where like all the NFL players were like at that dinner, and then Marshawn Lynch like knocks the football off the cake, and then they're all like wrestling around for it, and like Tom Brady's there, and Peyton Manning, and all these guys from like throughout the ages. I thought that was really cool, and really funny. And then the other one, I don't know why this one stood out in my mind, but the one, I think it was a Hyundai commercial, and when they're like riding in the elevator.
Oh yeah, with Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman. Thank you. I was trying to remember his name.
That was my favorite.
Yeah, I really liked that. I really liked that one. Like at the end, he was like, "All right, get back in here, Colin guy." Like.
It was. I love the whole concept of it. It was all these
life events,
the
all these different events that you could go to. And
yeah, but like that, no one ever wants to go to. Like it's always like, all right, now we're gonna stop at the colonoscopy thing, and then
or
like,
what was the other one? The vegan dinner party.
The vegan dinner party. And then like the awkward talk with your dad kind of thing, and it's like, oh no, like literally no one wanted to go to any of these. That was really clever. I like that one too.
No, it was pretty good. I'm trying to think like of other ones that really like stood out. I don't know if there are any other.
I don't know that there were
others that stood out to you.
For me, not as much. I felt like a lot of them were just trying to be like super inspiring, but it just...
I liked how they brought back the Budweiser, the Clydesdales, and the dog. That was pretty good.
The Budweiser commercial. Those are good.
And also,
I like the series of those.
Now some are popping into my head as we go. Chance the Rapper and the Backstreet Boys.
Oh, that was pretty crazy.
For Doritos, that was pretty wild.
I know it got. I read about it online. It got mixed reviews, but I thought it was fun. I thought it was a fun commercial. So
yeah,
it's like whatever. It's just a fun little remix they did. I think people are overreacting.
I don't know I'm doing this.
Ballin'.
But yeah. No, those are some good ones.
Yeah, like the Budweiser, the one that was like surprisingly dark was the Budweiser Game of Thrones commercial.
Which one was that?
I did not know they would go that far.
Wait, which one was
with
that?
The Budweiser? You remember? So there was all those really funny ones with like the cornstarch. And stuff like that. Oh, we don't have cornstarch.
Yeah.
Oh, we had cornstarch and Miller Lite, and those other beers.
Bud Light, yeah.
And then like there was that last one where they
that's when they were in the Trojan
when they were
horse.
jousting.
By the way,
oh my god!
Way to set history back like 1,000 years, because I'm pretty sure they did not have Bud Light in the Trojan War.
Oh, they've always had it. They just didn't want to really get too deep into it. You know, it's hard to teach that in schools. You know, they don't want to give kids the idea of drinking beer and stuff like that. So it's understandable why they cut that part out of the history book. So, but no, I did not realize how far they were going to go with that commercial where. You'd think it started off as like a typical Bud Light commercial. We see the Bud Knight going off against someone else, and then you find out that someone else is he's like a really violent character on Game of Thrones, and then he just puts his thumbs and squishes the guy's eyes. I was like, they showed that on the commercial. Thankfully, they didn't show all the blood and everything, but I was like, you're gonna show that where like a whole bunch of kids are watching, okay? And then the dragon comes in, like literally burns everything else. I'm like. Oh, that was really dark. Okay, I get you want to show Game of Thrones commercial, but wow, that's
I hate to say I don't remember that one, but
oh, okay. It was good. It was just really dark. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about it. He just went pretty far, but all right. Other than that, yeah, everything else was just like it was trying to be like it just like I just hate those commercials that like we're gonna be inspiring, brought to you by a random company. I'm like. Brought to you by Hyundai? Or no, not Hyundai. No, Hyundai had the good commercial. It was just brought to you by these random, like, just like these silly companies. I was like, okay. You just, like, completely ruined the whole point of the commercial.
Way to go, company.
Yeah. We inspire to be better. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you have the chance to make a difference in the world. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, yeah, by the way. McDonald's sponsors this commercial. I'm just like, okay, you just killed it now. I just hate those commercials. I'm sorry. It's just like, if you're going to be inspiring, just film an inspiring thing. Don't even make it a commercial. Just, like, make an inspiring video. Leave it at that.
Well, like I said, during the most important aspect, it was amazing because the Patriots won. They won their 6th Super Bowl. Yeah. Tom Brady is now officially the GOAT. Nobody can debate it anymore.
The GOAT has defeated the Rams.
Yeah.
Like the Bible said.
Yeah, exactly.
Quoting my cousin.
No, it's true. All these churches around this area were like, the GOAT defeats the Ram. Daniel 8:2, I think it was, or something like that. Right. Yeah, big congratulations, obviously, to the Patriots from a very proud New England fan base. Oh, and the one other thing I wanted to point out, I don't know if you heard about this, but Dave Portnoy, El Prez as he's called, of Barstool Sports, was actually arrested during the Super Bowl.
I did hear about that. I was wondering why it happened. I never figured out why.
So basically, he's been banned by the NFL for a couple of years now from their Super Bowl festivities. And this year he first of all tried to crash media night and got in for a little while with a disguise, and then they caught him, and so they basically banned him from the stadium and the arena where the media day took place for a year. But then he showed up at the game wearing a disguise as well, and actually made it through halftime.
Wow!
And then right at the end of halftime, security finally got him. They literally put him in cuffs and took him out, and he literally spent the second half in jail,
or
God. In a holding cell or something like that. It was unbelievable. It was So I mean, hey, but that thing, the NFL all they're doing is giving Barstool more publicity, because now everybody's talking about it, the story's blowing up on social media and all that. So Barstool kind of wanted that because they got exactly what they wanted, which was the PR, so to speak. But anyway, just a really exciting Super Bowl, and just so happy that the Patriots pulled it out. I mean, I'm still on cloud 9 after Sunday night. So great job, Pats. Way to go. Maybe you can make it number 7 next year.
Oh, that'd be great.
So what we wanted to do for the end parts of our episodes is something we talked about doing, I feel like, a couple episodes ago and haven't really sort of gotten off the ground yet, is we wanted to do sort of an on-a-couch food review. Because a lot of times before, we film our episodes, we usually go out to eat. We'll go out and have dinner or something like that. And so we kind of wanted to, sort of give a shout-out / sort of review the restaurant that we have been trying out. Not necessarily sports-related, but it's show-related, so we're counting it. So tonight we went to a local favorite of ours, the College Restaurant, located right here in Wellesley on Linden Street. If you go there, if you're a fan of nachos, this is the place to go.
Yeah, the nachos there are unbelievable. They serve in this really pretty decent sized pan. They just give you the pan straight up with all the beautiful nachos and the
it's
jalapenos.
Really good.
The sauce.
You definitely want to make sure it's definitely a sharing dish. This is not something you can get just one person. Definitely need to share it. And then tonight I had the caprese salad, which is really good. It's the first time I had it there. It was actually pretty good. It
looks really good, yeah.
And I know you had the fish and chips.
Yeah, the fish and chips I had, they were definitely actually kind of something special because it was really well made. The fries were really crispy. The fried fish was good, and also they actually gave you. I've never had this in a fish and chips dish before ever, but they gave me a little salad. And they gave me this really good kind of sauce. It was this really good kind of dressing, and they gave actually sliced apples in it too. I was really surprised. I was like, there's just a whole bunch of flavor there. So I got a hand to them. They did a really solid effort.
It was really good.
Solid job.
So definitely recommend if you're looking for it's definitely a sort of bit of a more upscale restaurant.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of price and things like that, but if you're looking, for a nice little night out or whatever the case may be, I would recommend the College. They got a lot of good food there, good atmosphere, and
Agreed.
It was definitely nice to go back there. So that's something we're going to start doing on future episodes, is sort of reviewing our places that we eat.
Yes.
Sort of demonstrating our foodie ability, as we like to call them.
I like to give you guys the recommendations. So, even though, it may not be sports related, but we love food. Food can go with anything. So, you know what? Food can go with sports, too. So
exactly. Take that. So, that's going to do it for this week's edition of On the Couch Talking Sports. Thank you as always for joining us, everybody. And until next time, he's Kyle. I'm Robbie, signing off from the couch. We will see you next time. Bye, everybody. Here we go.
How to make everyone unsubscribe.
Ooh.
Just say everyone sucks.
Oh my god. Alright, here we go.
I know one way you can do it. If we just convert it to being Yankees fans.
Just show up wearing all Yankee gear.
Like we'll have Yankees shirts and then Jets hats or something like that.
Yeah.
Hey guys, by the way, the Patriots and Red Sox are terrible. We don't like them anymore, so we're just gonna go with those teams.
The Bruins suck.
Bruins suck. Robbie joined my side of things, and he's now a Canadiens fan.
And the Lakers are so much better. Those Lakers are so much better than the Celtics. Yeah. Great to piss off our entire fan base.
There you go.